Hello, my name is Swiss Bianco. In this video we will have a look at the sar9 full-size safety delete from Galloway Precision. It's basically that pin that we see here in front of the camera. In this video we actually have two sar9, so we can see how it looks with the manual safety and without. You can get that pin either in stainless steel or with a black finish, so either silver, color or black. I selected the black one, and that's how it looks like. Now that item is not much in a packaging, so it's simply a Ziploc bag, but there are online videos on how to mount it. Here we have the information. They don't use much of a packaging or fancy artwork or anything like that, but that's okay. That's just how it is. So the regular sar9 starts out like this one. We have a manual safety that is on both sides. It's a Glock style firearm, and the Turkish people did opt to add on a manual safety, and once you take that out and you mount the pin, that's gonna look like that. So the safety is a 3-piece affair. I'm gonna take that out of the packaging so we see that a bit easier. So that's how the safety looks like. So it's one bigger part that goes in from the left side, and then it sticks out a little bit on the right side of the firearm, and there we see the hole. That's basically where that tiny pin is mounted through the other side of the safety lever to secure it. It's relatively easy to remove. You just need to have something where you can press out that roll pin here, and because it's relatively tiny, it needs to be a small diameter punch or similar tool to get that out, and that's how that looks. Then you can wiggle it out. It's a bit a wiggling because of this part here to get it out, but nothing falls apart or fly out of the gun, at least not by my versions as I did it. So I think it's a great idea from them to offer such a pin. Some versions in Turkey at least that are sold from SAR have such a pin in it, but this pin, as best as I know, is made in USA. So many people would like to have a Glock style pistol, which this is, without a manual safety, and some other people say, yeah, hey, we would like to have a Glock style with a manual safety. So with this simple pin, retail is about $15-16. You can have basically both or whatever you want. It's too bad that SAR USA doesn't include such a pin with the set of the SAR pistol. That would be great, just from the factory, so you basically have both options. Unfortunately, the SAR USA customer service is not worth much at all. I still wait on answer for some questions about the testing of that pistol and about the Turkish military and so on, and I did not get yet anything back. So unfortunately, customer service is not too well. The email about the magazine shipment from them, that was completely not padded and got some damage on the magazine. Never got a email back either on that. So yeah, it's beyond me that Turkish or whatever companies select such people with such a bad customer service for be a representative in a foreign country, and the US market is one of the biggest, so you should select good people that actually do the work and not just grab the money. But hey, it's not my company. I'm just saying customer service so far not good. I'm gonna update on that as well. So final look at the item. We see here the manual safety if you would like to have that. The same is on the other side. We see here exactly the same safety. There is the pin that you need to remove, and same then with the pin in it. It's a flush fit, so really well done. Sometimes with bigger hands that manual safety may be a little bit in the way there as you use the gun, but with its being flush fit, it's really well. Same we have on the other side here. I need to reach a bit around the camera. We see the pin is completely flush. Easy in, easy out, really nicely done. The finish could be a bit more like a Cerakote, but that is nitpicking. I mean, it is a bit shiny, but yeah, that's not the worst. Final words to the sar9 to the day. Still no single malfunction. It works, both of them works with cheapest Blazer aluminium 115 grain ammunition. We have in number 1 the steel guide rod. Number 2 still has the factory polymer one. Number 2 is slightly more used. It was a second-hand pistol, and yeah, that works really well. No problem so far at all. Accuracy is good. Trigger is for a Glock style firearm relative good. Could be always better, but the grip is fantastic. The sight is really good too. So yeah, what's not to like about? Last point, I want to quick show a detail about the magazine. Some people ask me about the sar9 magazine, the longer one here, and the SIG P320, the shorter one here. So we see the difference. The length doesn't matter, but we see the body style is really similar with the ribs and all that. We have no holes by the SIG, by the SAR we have. I don't know who had the great idea to put the holes over on this side. It's for left-hander, not for right-hander, but anyway, that's how that is. But what we want to point out, the difference is the mag lock. So we see here again, the short one is the 320, the longer one is the sar9, and we see the sar9 locking is way more up than the 320. So theoretically, if you have 320 magazines, if it works with the length of the magazine, you could alter that would lock. I would not suggest it, because SIG 320 magazines cost quite a bit of money, and we see it's different here. So that's the difference on the locking. So those magazines look alike, but they are not interchangeable in that regard. Last point, why 2 sar9? I'm glad you asked. I live as a free human in USA since 2007. I come from a really bad country where you had to get permission for everything, and often it got denied. And if you have the chance to live in a free state in USA, legally and all that, then you better grab that chance, and I did that. I moved to Georgia, and here we can buy firearms even used as a private sales. So you need to show your ID, the Georgia driver's license. You need to show your concealed carry permit. I got that, my first one in USA, back in 2007, and still have it to the day. Of course, it got renewed and all that. And then you can buy legally firearms used or new on private sales. And I do that from time to time because often I find good deals, and I enjoy the freedom really a lot that this is legal and not like where I came from, absolute hellhole, that we can simply do that. And I had first this one. This I did buy in the store with the paperwork and all that, and then I saw this one as a private sale, slightly used. So with the good or great testing results of the first one, I wanted to see if the second one is in the same quality, and it is. It did work out really well to the day, so I got that. So the first one was on sale for about 290 with the tax. The second one was for sale for 260 cash. So you see, you can save a bit money. You can buy the gun easier. Still, everything is legal, and you better do that because you never know how it's gonna end here in USA too. In Europe, gun laws are the worst, and I would quite likely in our days not even get the license for one of those pistols. So anyway, that's a last point. That's why there are two of them. If you have a good deal, if you have the chance to get that, if you enjoy it, then better get it. Never know how that's gonna come. So that much about the safety pin from Galloway Precision.